Okay. Hi, everybody. This is the Book Curious Bibliophiles book review channel. With us today is Christine Porzondek, so please say hi.
Hey!
Hey!
This is Kevin, my boyfriend. Atterbury is his last name. We read books.
We read books, nice. Lila.
Hey! I'm Lila. Hello.
And then this is Kevin. Stop. This is Kevin, and my name is Erin. Behave.
He will never, what?
So now that we've kind of had a quick introduction, what I'd like for you guys to do is, once again, say your names, kind of give us an idea of the types of books that you guys read, so everyone will kind of know some of the books we'll be covering. Christine, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I pretty much just read books that have a good storyline. I have a pretty wide range, so I'm gonna be a surprise every time. And then this is Kevin.
Yeah, I usually stick to like fantasy and sci-fi, but I read just about anything aside from romance.
Yep, that.
Obviously.
Don't like that.
Fair enough. Romance sucks.
Lila.
Let's see. I also have a pretty wide range, but I would say I like dystopian sci-fi and high fantasy. Probably the best. I don't know. I mean, yeah, as long as it's got a good storyline, then.
So you're pretty much
down.
open to anything?
I'm open to anything. I've read like anything from like 18th century American lit to, I don't know, like Hunger Games or whatever.
Okay. Kevin, what kind of things do you read?
I only read books with pictures. That's pretty much all I read. I read whatever. I read like a lot of what are those?
Sci-fi, fantasy.
No. The young adult books, because I don't have the greatest attention span in the world when it comes to reading books. And I can only read them on a Kindle at that too, so.
At least you read.
Kinda.
And then I prefer young adult books, mainly because I like the whole love triangle aspect. Because I choose my favorite character.
Edward.
Okay, no, we're not getting into that discussion.
No,
Shut up.
Peter.
This is what I live with.
I'm enjoying it thoroughly.
I am also the biggest, like, really crappy sci-fi book. Like, we're talking sci-fi channel-worthy movies, but in book form. So, like, I read this one about a giant shark that just killed people. No, it wasn't Jaws. But it was legit. Like, I don't know. I like really, really shitty sci-fi books.
I mean, I'm not mad about it. I like all books that entertain me, I suppose.
Oh, no, you guys will get lots of
Give me a book.
really crappy sci-fi books.
Oh, really crappy sci-fi books. Just haven't had one.
Okay,
Where did that come from? What?
that being said, Red Rising is actually the first book that we all read together as a group by Pierce Brown.
It's Red Rising. Oh, it's actually Rising. I get it now.
Oh, clever.
So,
Here's the back.
are you done?
Are you?
Give me the book. Okay, so what I'm going to do quick is go through and read the synopsis on the cover of the book, and then we'll each kind of go down the line and say just a general feeling for the book. Okay, so Darrow is a Red, a member of the lowest caste in the color-coded society of the future.
Hashtag Red Lives Matter.
Ew.
Like his fellow Reds, he works all day, believing that he and his people are making the surface of Mars livable for future generations. Yet he spends his life willingly, knowing that his blood and sweat will one day result in a better world for his children. But Darrow and his kind have been betrayed. Soon he discovers that humanity already reached the surface generations ago. Vast cities and sprawling parks spread across the planet. Darrow and Reds like him are nothing more than slaves to a decadent ruling class. Inspired by a longing for justice and driven by the memory of lost love, Darrow sacrifices everything to infiltrate the legendary Institute, a proving ground for the dominant gold caste, where the next generation of humanity's overlords struggle for power. He will be forced to compete for his life and the very future of civilization against the best and most brutal of society's ruling class. There he will stop at nothing to bring down his enemies, even if it means he has to become one of them to do so.
Did you grab the wrong book?
No, I don't think so.
That sounded like Hunger Games.
It did, I know, but... Okay. Christine, we'll take your feelings towards this book first.
I mean, basically exactly what Kevin just said. It was the Hunger Games, but from a guy's point of view, and I feel like there was a lot of
It was in space.
could have left out and added more in other places.
Okay, Lila.
Yeah, I wasn't super pleased with the book, as you know. I did not like the plot. I did not like the writing style. It was really hard to get through for me personally.
What?
And especially towards the end when it was just like, and then we did this, and then they did this, and then I went here, and then I killed the guy, and then he wanted to kill me. And I was like, oh, no.
Yeah.
So it was hard for me. It was very difficult. It was a struggle.
Kevin.
Okay. That book was hard to get through. I read slow already, and that book felt like it took forever to get through. And towards like, I don't know, 25% in, it was like, oh, I'm Darrow. I'm untouchable. I got stabbed once. Like, it was like, oh, hey, we're going to go take this castle. And they took it. Good job, guys.
I am a notoriously fast reader, and this book took me about 3 weeks to finish. Like, I couldn't get through it. There was too much detail on things that didn't need detail.
Like
and then not enough detail on things that I felt kind of did.
Preach.
I have a question. How did you guys picture the razor things that they were always talking about?
I had no
Have you ever
idea.
played Soul Calibur?
Yeah.
That like razor whip sword that chick has.
Like, oh yeah, the Ivy Whip. I know. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking, but then some
That's
point
what
it was
I
like
meant.
it's a sword, kind of.
Right.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't picture their weapons very much. I was just kind of like so comatose reading this book that I was just like, yeah, whatever.
The only
Did
cool sounding
anyone-
one was that. Cool sounding.
Like,
What's up?
pick people in the world to play the characters while they were reading.
Like casting them?
Yeah, like I really. Do you know? Oh God, Finnick from Hunger Games.
Sam Claflin?
No, you leave Finnick out of this. He's too
No,
good for this.
Finnick is Cassius. Like his face, everything. That's all I could picture every time.
I can see it.
Yeah, I could not. Anybody else, I don't have a person for, but that one just really.
I just pictured all the dudes as Zac Efron, and it helped. Like just a blonde Zac Efron, redheaded Zac Efron, just
With the muscles and everything.
yeah. Well, he'd have to skinny up a little bit for Darrow in the beginning, but
Yeah.
The characters were too bland for me to even like. They were just like faceless little molds of humans.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, let's talk about what was her name?
Mustang?
No, she's a bitch.
Io?
Io. She just gave up. Like
He
the whole
had a strong feeling
whole
about
time
me.
it's
I
fine,
have
man.
to be careful.
Yeah.
there was no I want to be a martyr and push Darrow. Wow.
Yeah.
Darrow.
No, that's all
better.
just something that everybody
I'm done.
made.
Peace out.
I told you, he has very strong feelings about EO
She
and
gave
the
up.
whole thing.
Yeah, she
I
really
mean-
was like, I don't feel like fighting anymore. Even though I was just bitching about how we need to fight.
Christine
for
gets
this
it.
work.
Thank you.
Well, I
know-
mean,
Go ahead. Sorry, Lila.
I mean, she was so very obviously a plot device that it was like jarring because it's just like Io is this wonderful person who everyone loves, and now she's dead. And it's like I didn't get to spend enough time with Io to actually like her enough to be sad about it. I was just like, oh, that was quick.
The writer put more
okay.
description into the walls of the Red Village. What are you doing?
I forgot to grab my notebook with all of my things I wanted to discuss.
Oh, get it together.
There she goes.
It's bad.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. But-
No,
I
I'm
didn't
right there with
hate
you.
it, but there's just a lot.
Didn't you read number 2 and 3, or trying to read 3?
I'm reading number 2. I'm not getting very far. He finished it.
Hey, do you guys want the cheat sheet that me and Lila read?
What?
Oh, yeah.
Never mind, I can't find
We
it.
cheated.
That was hard to read too. I
Yeah,
was
the
like, what?
synopsis
Who
was
went?
even hard.
Let's talk about the fact that, like, Io leads him to this forbidden section of their world or whatever, like underground, and then, hey, I have 2 surprises for you. Hey, check it, we're gonna get it on under this tree, and then you never find out the second thing. Did you guys all think the same way that I did? That she
You
was
find out in
pregnant?
the second book.
Was she pregnant?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Hashtag spoiler alert. Sorry, guys.
yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
we all read it already.
Hashtag real life.
Well, I did, so it happened.
We all called it, though. It was pretty obvious. It was just like, oh, she's preggers.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure, because I was like, okay, so
Yeah,
he just
I know.
kind of like went, oh, I wonder what my second surprise was, and then,
Yeah, there's like a video of it, and they like focus in on what she says to her sister, and she's like, I'm with child, all dramatic, and then she dies. And I'm like, cool. So you just killed yourself and your baby for just no damn reason.
Right?
that makes it
Awesome.
even better. Like,
Great.
I mean, I wouldn't be
more
taking
angry
risks.
with you than anything, I guess. Which I feel like you're supposed to love her, and I just don't.
I mean, I'm not mad at her. I'm mad at the author for not like expanding on that at all. Like, I didn't know what her motivation was for doing that. I was just like,
She wanted to push him to be better.
yeah, but they could have done that with her telling him that she was pregnant, and then, you know, do you want a better life for our child?
right.
Yeah.
You need to kind of help this revolution or whatever, rather than, like you said, I'm just gonna hang myself and kill our kid.
How did a simple Red get so good at everything, though?
Yeah.
I know they
Right.
trained him on certain things, and I know they beefed him up, but it's like, he shouldn't be as smart as he is. Like, he doesn't know the outside world. Like, he knows nothing on it. And then all of a sudden, he's just like, I am a master of combat.
Right.
Wartime
Except
strategy.
with the razor. He sucks
Yeah.
with that, apparently.
Which doesn't make
Razor's the one thing he's bad at, but he's good with the fucking sickle.
Pit vipers, that's why.
Oh, that's right. The snake thing bit him, and his heart got big. That's a one hell of a superpower.
Yeah.
Isn't
I
that
mean, there was no, like, it was basically just like one of those Eye of the Tiger training scenes for a book, and
Yeah.
there was no, like, there wasn't enough struggle in it for me to be happy that he was all of a sudden, like, a master of everything. I was just like, I mean, I guess you're the best, really, out of all these people who've been training their whole lives for this. All right. Sounds good,
Yeah, he
but I
beats.
wasn't I wasn't excited.
No, not even Titus. The Jackal, who is literally trained by Augustus. I mean, Augustus is what, the arch mayor, governor, or whatever.
Yeah.
Arch governor.
Yeah, and it's like he should be all powerful or whatever, really great tactician, and yet the Jackal gets put down by a Red.
Well, technically, he gets put down by his sister.
Well, he was Jaime Lannister, and he was disarmed. Like,
Listen, he did that to himself.
Yes, but Daryl put him in the situation that required it. Now, how
the hell
how
did
did
Daryl
Daryl figure it out other than, hey, your ring didn't fit?
Yeah.
Like, that was just like, I'm sorry. You're not Velma Dinkley. You can't figure this shit out that quick.
It's
On top of it, how many of the people were skinny because they weren't eating food? Like, I bet none of their rings fit.
See,
Yeah.
thank you. I didn't even think of that.
true. That's a good point.
And they were all basically starving.
Well, not Daryl, because he was, living in a cave with Mustang. He was
Eating her share of the food because, she
living
was dying.
He was in her cave.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I didn't like that you weren't a part of his thought process either. It was just like, yeah, I figured it out. And you were like, well, what?
Yeah.
What about
I kind of like to sneak attack you the whole book. Like, oh, by the way, wearing grab boots, so not going to fall and die out of nowhere. We're not going to allude to that, but okay.
What about the book did you guys actually enjoy?
Ooh.
If there was anything.
Ooh,
Several.
she
Okay.
took my thing.
Yeah, Severo's probably the only part of that book that we all really
He
enjoyed.
was the most developed character.
Yep.
He was sassy as fuck. I'm just gonna say it.
That's
He really
true.
was.
Crawled
He
through
was
the
just,
latrines
He's the
and
real
didn't
MVP.
care.
He is the real MVP. Several.
I was, yeah, they
Real
sewed him in a
MVP.
horse.
yeah.
He's off his rocker, but in the best way.
I think Cassius is just a big child.
Yeah.
Like he really.
This is
he's
a
like,
whiny baby.
we're in a game where you killed my brother. We've been killing people this whole time. You killed my brother.
You,
He killed
Ka-chow!
my brother.
but he
Prepare
was-
to die.
but he was a gold too, and the golds know what they're going into when they go into this institute. Like they know that they're going to be put in this test where they're going to be forced to.
Well, hang on. No,
To
they didn't.
live.
They didn't know anything.
They didn't know it.
They
Not
didn't
first.
know about the passage.
No, but they know that they're going in there and there is a chance that they are going to die, okay? And him and his brother, knowing that his brother is weak-willed and was just weaker in general, he knew that there was a chance his brother was going to die. Did he think he was going to be there to protect him the whole time?
Not in a naked cage wrestling match. I wouldn't want my brother there either. This is kind of weird.
I mean, I don't know. It was just a strange plot device for me too. It was like, oh, I love you, now I hate you. There was
You're
no
like my
conflict in that.
brother.
He wasn't conflicted at all. He was just like, whoop, you killed my brother. It's not like he was like, but you're my best friend, and now I have this conflict that I need to work through. It was just like a light switch, and I was like, really, guy? There's nothing inside of you that's
Well,
like.
That kind of brings up the
Upset?
point that are all the golds kind of broken to begin with? Like, none of them made a whole lot of sense, except Flitchner. He was the only one that made really any sense, even though he talked in riddles.
I don't know. I didn't like Flitchner
Well,
very
knowing
much.
what I know about Flitchner now, like, it changes things
Yeah.
slightly.
But him I also pictured, I guess, as
Zac Efron.
what's his face? That Mrs. Norris owns Mrs. Norris.
Oh,
Oh.
What the hell are you guys talking
From
about?
Oh,
Harry
this is really
Potter.
bad that none of us know the answer to this.
I know.
Filch, yeah. Okay, yep. That's who he.
Oh,
that's
I
what
pictured him as Woody Harrelson. Like,
But, like,
straight up.
bigger-
Yeah,
straight
yeah.
from Hunger Games. Like
Yeah, I
stringy
pictured
hair
him as
and
Woody Harrelson.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. He's clearly the Haymitch of the book.
Right.
Like that's obvious.
Well, that's one of the things that I take issue with is it was just really a mishmash of all other kinds of books. The plot, the kind of premise for the whole social structure, and the way that the kids are interacting. It was all just borrowed stuff, and I didn't see that much new stuff in it to really make it unique. It just wasn't unique for me. It was just like, oh, I see that. That's Brave New World. Oh, wait, it's Hunger Games now. We're just going to switch over to, like, a bunch of different books, and I don't know.
You left out the most important book. You left out Lord of the Flies. 'Cause
Lord,
I had that
yeah.
like hard.
see, I don't think it would have been as bad if he would have added a little bit extra to everything that he borrowed. But I feel like you said, Lila, it was just blatant ripoff. It was just like...
In that whole book, there's hardly any character development.
Oh, there's no character development. None at all.
And they just throw a bunch of random characters at you out of the blue, and then, like, 3 pages later, they're dead. Like, why did I even learn about that human?
Oh my god, they killed fucking Pax!
Yes! Right? Oh my god! I was so mad!
The Gentle Giant in Pax is fucking dead.
So
Yeah.
He got missed
I was
up,
in
though.
the car, and I was reading on my phone, and I just was, like, the most bummed human. I was like, are you kidding me? And then I was like, well, they're going to kill Severo too. Cool. Anybody I like just dies. Super mad.
Actually, I believe Kevin's comment to me was, they finished him. They killed the only character I liked. They finished him. I was like, oh my god.
But he was the Finnick of that book for me. He was just... I liked him and gone.
See, no, I hated him at first. I was like, oh,
Wait,
whatever.
where
Yeah,
at?
because
Patrick
they made you hate him at first.
Finnick.
Okay.
Not Finnick. You can't hate Finnick.
Good. Just making sure.
I can kind of hate Finnick. He's kind of an ass.
Well, let's end this call.
Yeah,
no.
What about the world development and everything? Did you guys enjoy any of that, or was that just kind of like, whatever as well?
Here's the thing. As a reader, you are deaf, dumb, and blind. You need someone who's going to explain the world to you. If you don't, you get lost. And I was so lost. Throughout the whole book, I was like, where am I? What are we doing? Like, what does this even look like? What is he even thinking? It was just like so flat. It was so
10,000
flat.
times
I think where I got lost was,
in the beginning.
yeah, through the whole thing. Their description, like, they wanted to live on the surface of Mars, but where does that put them? If they're drilling into Mars,
Well, no,
they're
they're-
not necessarily in the
They're
center?
in, like, caverns and caves and, like, a tube system, like an anthill, but underneath.
Yeah, but they said Mars wasn't. They actually described that part decently.
Like, I was completely lost.
The whole planet of Mars is not terraformed properly, is what I got from it. And like they were on like the ass of Mars, where they were just drilling right into it, a lot like this, just sticking it right into the planet. What?
No, I don't know, that confused the crap out of me, and it bugged me for the whole book. I was like, I still don't know where the hell they lived.
Help me get through it.
They live in Lycos.
Well, I knew that they lived in Lycos.
Wait, hang on. Was it Lycos or was it Lambda?
No,
The
he was
Lycos.
in Lycos.
What the hell was a
There's
Lambda?
different grades. That's another thing. There's different grades of each color too. Like the.
I know there was like a rusty red, a pure red.
He was
Pixies.
Lambda red.
Yep.
Was he? I'm so lost in this book.
Damn, that doesn't make any sense.
That was another thing that really bothered me. I hated the combination of words.
Yeah.
Bloody damn, Aaron.
Bloody damn, gory damn, the pit vipers. I could not stand it. It drove me nuts. I was like, just say damn.
Well,
Obviously, you're human.
It was a giant fucking deal if he said bloody instead of gory.
I know, and then I couldn't remember which one he was supposed to say to not get caught.
Right.
Gory.
Until
Right.
Titus said bloody damn, and it was like a big thing. Like, oh my god, he's a red too, and now I have to kill him. Like, but doesn't that whole defeat your whole purpose? Like, I don't.
Yeah, but he was a psychopath.
Yeah.
He was.
Like, I understood
Hey,
why they had to kill
He
him,
was
but
all sort of messed up. That wasn't his fault.
him and his guys going around raping all the
He
girl
didn't, though.
slaves, and I was like, what is going
Remember,
on?
Titus said he didn't rape him. The other one, that crazy dude.
Victus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Titus never said he raped anybody. He said he didn't.
He just said he allowed it because, whatever.
I wouldn't
don't care.
wouldn't fuck with Victus either. He was nuts.
Oh, he's asleep. I just slaughtered Victus. I'm sorry. It would have happened.
You're wrong.
I
feel like maybe he doesn't sleep. Like, what? He's off his rocker. I feel like
Definitely doesn't sleep.
I don't know.
I didn't agree with any of that.
Be a monster like Victus, raised in what the society is that they're raised in. Like, wow. How is it? He's the only one that's a crazy monster. Like,
Well, see,
Yeah.
part of me,
Besides the jackal, I guess, who's like, okay, it's totally fine to fucking eat people. Like, let's just, like,
In that respect, though, he collapsed the tunnel and was starving. So, I mean...
Hang on.
right.
In that respect, it kind of points that Victus was a red. He got all this power, didn't know how to handle it, and he fucking snapped.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
There's just
yeah.
reds everywhere.
I
I
really didn't like him.
The thing started with like, oh, there are other reds, and then it was just like everyone is a red. Everyone is a red. There are no golds here. It's all just reds.
And that's what really bothered me is they kind of were like, hey, you know, he's realizing, hey, maybe there's reds from all these different countries and stuff, or these different planets and stuff. And then all of a sudden it's just like, oh, whatever, I don't care anymore. Like, let's forget about my goal. I'm a gold now. I don't care.
Well, he flipped a bunch of switches, remember?
I know.
Everybody was
Well,
just
and
going,
he does have to blend in. Like, he can't just make it blatantly obvious to save all these people just because who knows why, besides there's only one connection.
No, but I felt like he would have abandoned his red goal
I would have.
because he was a gold. Like, I felt that there was instances where even he was like, I'm a gold. I don't need to do this, or I don't care that I'm acting this way. I was like,
Oh,
the whole point of you going through the surgeries that you did was to kind of avenge Io, and now you're
and
just
he
like, what else?
completely forgot about that until like some points where it's like the flower, and I was like, you haven't even thought about her in like months. Like we have no indication.
He had
that
that
you thought
Mustang
about
plot
her.
train going.
Yeah.
He was all about riding his Mustang
Right out of
around.
mind.
How did you guys feel about Mustang?
I don't know. Blonde is how I feel about her. That's all I...
She was flat. She was another one of those flat
Yeah.
characters. She was just there to like take care of them.
underdeveloped.
Yeah.
So, you know, I kind of liked her. Like, I liked her at first, and then I read the spoilers for the second ones, and then I was just like, well, then I'm not reading those.
Yeah, she just kind of disappears after the first one. Like, oh, just kidding. Me and Mustang don't even talk anymore. Bye. Oh, okay. She saved your... All right, cool. Yep. But, you know, Cactus is still with you. That's fine. That made sense.
Yeah, their relationship seemed kind of superficial to me.
But at some point, Roke does point out that the people he is closest to, he doesn't generally keep near him, I guess. So I guess that's true.
Roke was the poet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I pictured him super skinny with like a baggy, wrinkled button-down shirt that wasn't buttoned all the way.
Like, it was just kind of askew.
Okay, did the mic
Yeah.
flag out for anybody else? She just said wrinkly butt.
Oh, I meant button.
Kevin actually had a really good question.
About?
Oh, what color?
Oh, yeah. What color would you guys picture yourself as?
Hang on. I had it written down. Oh, no. Hang on, let me find it. I don't really... yellow and purple, I guess, somewhere in there. I don't know. It was really hard. Like, I felt like there was a lot... Like, it was spread out.
I was never really clear exactly what every color was. Like, you never really went into any great depth.
I'm not gonna lie, I used the Red
I was
Rising
saying,
wiki.
the wiki did.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to the wiki.
I went to the book and there was all of one paragraph about it. So I was like,
Well, let's see.
Right, in the book it says there's 12 characters, but on the wiki I wrote them down, and there's like 14 of them, or 15, so... Or colors, not characters. But, yeah, I don't know what... Those are
Was that including all the different, like, shades?
Yeah.
Well,
What did you pick?
I'm just a prime gold, like, straight up.
You are the worst.
Lila, what would you be?
I think I said yellow, but I didn't know about all those other colors, so maybe I'm one of those.
Do you want to go take a look at those real quick
They're all
while...
pixies to me.
Shut up.
No, I don't have all of them written down. I only have what yellow and purple are written down.
Aaron,
Yeah,
what
I
did you
think
pick?
I would probably be a yellow.
I picked either purple or green. Green had to do with, like, doctors and medicine and helping people, and then purple was kind of the
I thought that was yellow.
artistic. No, I thought it was green. Hold on, wait. We'll pull the wiki up.
Yeah. Yeah, I think green was technicians, because I have yellow written down as that. It says bookish, introspective, doctors and therapists and stuff.
Oh, then maybe
You read it wrong.
I read it wrong. Maybe I'll be, I don't know, yellow then, purple or yellow.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, purple or yellow.
Oh, that totally changes mine. I'm still a gold.
You're the worst.
Wait, what's purple?
Purple was like the artsy.
The carvers, the mutant makers.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Oh.
Mickey was a purple, right? The guy with the, like, virtual Rubik's Cube?
Yeah, and he had like 6 fingers on each hand or some shit like that.
Yeah, see,
Oh.
that's me.
12.
Yeah, see, because then they still described it as
Hold
Daryl
on.
could.
Hold them up. You ain't got 6 fingers. You ain't purple.
Yeah, because they described that stupid Rubik's Cube as, like, even though he had 6 fingers, Daryl could still solve it faster.
He wasn't fast enough. Darrow is faster. Darrow is stronger. Darrow shakes hands like a man.
Well, because Mickey carved him to do that, though.
And then what? Mickey had his bird-winged prostitutes.
Yeah, that was one of the characters that we were talking about. Like, they disappear after 3 days.
Nope, she
Right.
comes back and.
Oh, yeah, she comes back in the second book and starts to kill people.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, they turn her
What are
into,
you
like, a
thinking?
giant monster.
Wait, what?
What?
Well, not giant, but, like, she, like, when I just read it, they just described her, and she's got, like, pointy teeth now, and she, like, they enslaved Mickey as a carver or whatever, and now she's just, like, adding.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Is anybody planning on reading it?
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
They basically just make Mickey, like, give them traits of all different other colors to make these monster creation things.
Yeah, yellow was doctors. and
Just going off the rails there. I mean,
Yeah, it got out of control. Quick.
Greens are programmers, developers. Violets are the artists. Orange are mechanics. Gray are the lawgivers. Browns are servants. Obsidians are the monster race only bred for war. Pinks, the sex
I'm
servants.
that.
Unskilled and menial laborers are the reds.
Kevin's a pink. He's not a gold.
oh.
You don't fucking pay me. That ain't fair.
I pay you with my love.
See, I'm a gold. Like, it's just the rulers of society. Done.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
Oh my
yellow and
God.
purple for me.
Yeah, yellow and purple's what I went with. That's all he's been referring to me as. It's just, shut up, low color. How dare you speak to me of that? Like, what?
You can see Vegeta.
Yes, you can see my Vegeta over there.
Okay. I know. What was this? I totally just lost my train of thought. Never mind. Take it away, Aaron. My brain pooped.
How did you guys feel about the length of the book?
Wait.
Was it something that...
Longer than it needed to be. Like, he really could have left out so many things, I feel like. It would have been perfectly fine. Like, I did not need to know the whole backstory of that brainy kid who died in the passage. Like, why did I need to know anything about him? I didn't.
Or like all the extra detail they put
The
into
walls.
him getting turned into a gold.
Yeah.
I don't care that you're lying in a hospital bed. You're
Yeah.
being made into a gold. I don't care.
And that had nothing to do with anything.
Mhm.
So, like, it was just...
Right, they didn't put a bunch of detail in when Katniss was training for the games. They were like, oh, she's good at the bow. So there you go. That's what she's going to do now.
Got that going for her. She can shoot stuff.
That's it.
I mean...
Okay.
She just hates it all together. She's like, no, the whole book is awful.
I think I gave it like a 3-star rating.
You are
I don't.
way
I
too
was
kind.
yeah. Like I don't generally give books 3 stars, and I think I was like 2.5 or 3 stars.
2 stars.
Dang.
I originally gave it 1 star, and then I felt really bad about myself. And I was like, okay, you can get another star, so it's fine. I'll reserve 1 star for, like, an awful, awful, awful
Right,
book.
something we can't get through.
Yeah.
I I kind of want to talk about Augustus and how he rigged the entire thing.
Right, and then nobody's even fucking mad about it. Literally, nobody does anything.
No, they just like.
They're just like, we're just not going to speak about it.
I want to know
Scared the shit out of me.
it was rigged though, because the Jackal lost his first battle and ended up in a cave, and then lost his only other battle shortly thereafter. Like, how much of a setup is that for him?
I mean,
the
well, they were helping everybody else because Apollo gave that other house that pulse lance thing,
Yeah.
and like he was just randomly dropping supplies for other teams to stop
Also,
Darrow.
Why does Apollo hate Darrow so much? Like, he's, like, seriously so against...
Oh, I don't know.
What? What?
He lost an eye. Darrow stabbed him in the eye.
Oh. Wait, but that was after.
That was later on. No, I don't know.
That was later. Yeah, no, immediately Apollo hated him. Like,
Well, Apollo's just a dick.
yeah, like, what is his deal? It's just unnecessary.
I don't know. I liked.
some upstart who comes from the far off planet who's like not related to anyone important, and therefore he can't win. Even as a gold, he's supposed to be like one of the lower golds.
Right, like a bronze or something.
Not a
Khaki.
bronze, but like he's just like some guy from a far off planet. He's still a gold, but like nobody knows who he is or like who his parents are or anything.
Pushing the desk.
Well, his parents are dead. And
Right.
nobody questions that. Like, this institute is some highly acclaimed thing, and nobody looks into him at all. They're just like, all right, yep, that's who you are. Cool.
Well, they sent the quality control people after him because he apparently.
But they send that to everybody.
aced
Like, 'cause someone
everything.
else in the book says that they talk to those people too.
Yeah, it was Cassius and him. Those are the only two that ever mentioned.
Yeah, but Cassius is like a well-known fan. Like, the Bolognas are supposed to be, like, so why, you know?
No, they only sent them because they both scored so high on all the exams and shit.
Right.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Because, you know,
Right.
Darrow, being a
That's
red, is
always-
smart as fuck all of a sudden. He was. Like, oh, here's a written test. A. Here's a battlefield. A. He's aced everything. It was
And he
stupid.
spent his life drilling in like caverns in
Oh.
the
That's
middle of
all
Mars.
he knew how to do.
How
Yeah.
did you guys picture the drill thing?
I
The
don't
hell
know.
diver drill. I touched
I-
it
no,
like
no,
look
no,
at
I wanna
articles
say
and
it.
shit.
I don't know if you guys watch Steven Universe.
No.
Oh, you're killing me.
Universe, amazing.
When they're drilling into the cluster, it's got like these tripod legs and everything, and then just this giant drill in the center of it, and that's how I pictured it. And then like Peridot riding on top.
Nobody else here knows what you're talking about.
I know, but it kills me a little bit. Okay, I really liked when they kind of tricked Apollo though.
Yeah.
Apollo just like took their rings off, and they're like, "Oh, hey." Several's just like, "Dude, I gotta piss." Like I'm gonna do it right here in front of you, or you're gonna let me out of here.
He
And
did drink all his wine.
I liked that they had him locked in the soundproof thing, so that way him and Severo could just like take off and be like, "Oh, hey, we just
I
took
thought
this
it was
castle by
just
ourselves."
Severo.
No, it was
It was
two of
Severo
them.
and the wolves. No, Severo was the only one that left the bubble, I thought. Because Severo doesn't need a buddy to go
Yeah.
first. I don't remember that.
I think Severo was the only one.
Well, Severo, one of them got up to pee, and then another one got up after him. Like
Oh, really?
5 minutes after, I thought. Yeah.
No.
I don't remember.
I think he just left and had the wolves outside without his rings on. Or their rings on.
Oh, maybe, I don't know. All I know is I thought that was cool, that, you know, Daryl was kind of like, "Oh, good thing about these stupid bubbles is sound can't get in either." And then Apollo realized, "Oh, you..."
Then again, that leads into everything that Darrow touches is indestructible. There's no reason that his one little squad of wolves should have taken down that whole castle.
Right.
I mean,
didn't
Yeah,
think they
especially
weren't
since they've already all been through the Institute and they're all peerless scarred or whatever the frick. Like, how did just like a bunch of kids essentially come and annihilate you?
right. And
Because, I don't know, because they're sitting on their ass eating bonbons and, like, watching these children get
Washed up
murdered.
like Mariah Carey.
see,
Gods of Olympus are just up there drinking wine. Just
that
like,
would
"Hey!"
be my whole motivation for going and taking Olympus down, is just to go get some bonbons. Like, that was just... They have a Cinnamon! Charge!
There's a Bigby up there? What?
Oh my
What?
god. Fucking.
I want that. Can you imagine how good Bigby on Olympus must be?
Oh my god. It would just. Ice mocha for days.
Turkey Havarti bagels. Oh, yeah.
Right, I'm just gonna take a bath in my raspberry zinger, guys. Peace out.
Oh, you guys are still fighting? Okay, go ahead.
Okay, one thing I gotta. Fitchner kind of went down like a bitch because all Darrow did was punch him in the face. And
Yeah, he just punched him. Isn't he like the god of, or not the god of war, but like he's of Mars? Like
that was his
He
thing.
was the proctor of Mars. He's supposed to be there.
Hey, those are some nice looking shoes you have there, Fitchner. Yeah, thanks, Darryl. Pop! And why didn't he take the force field thing? Like, he just took his boots. I would have taken that stupid force field generator that he had.
yeah, right.
Because for someone that's a genius, he's not smart.
Right, sometimes he's like, I'm the smartest man alive, and I've devised this awesome plan. And then, just kidding, I completely forgot about something that would have just made me be able to take everything without...
I would've
like
robbed that
when he goes
motherfucker.
into the woods alone with Cassius, he's like, okay, let's go.
After
And then
he-
Game where we all kill each other. I should definitely go alone.
Yeah.
How did
And then
And then he even realized it halfway out there and was just like, well, I'm still going to ride out there
well, that was
because
the
why
second
not?
time they did that.
Yeah.
The
But
first
the
time,
first time they just went together and they went and got House Ceres or whatever.
no, they tried to. Remember they said they found Roke the
Oh,
first time,
yeah.
and they lured him out there, and he's like, nah, dove in the bushes or whatever.
Yep.
And then the second time, he's like, oh yeah, sure, Cassius, let's go.
Oh, with, what's her name?
Leah. Yeah, Leah died.
Yeah, Leah got.
That was pretty brutal.
No, I mean the one chick that was trying to take over Mars. That was trying to be like Mars's leader.
Oh,
Antonia.
Antonia, yeah.
Yeah, that one.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She just kind of disappeared too, didn't she?
They found her on top of Mars. Her body was on top, like her and two of the other ones.
Oh, really?
They murdered her and put her up there as like a warning or whatever.
Oh,
Or I thought that's how it happened.
I didn't catch that at all.
Yeah, I missed
Yeah,
that.
because I thought she goes back, or I thought Darrow goes back and finds that Antonia is who's in charge. Went and
Hold on, I'm looking. Give me a
I thought
second.
Cassius was in charge.
She does get strung up, but I don't think she's dead.
oh,
No, I thought he found her alive, but I don't remember the whole thing leading up to it. Did they ever explain what happened to Roke? Like, where was he?
he was just like hanging out. They just never did anything bad to Roke. Everybody just magically. He has like a magic. I'm a poet force field, so don't kill me. I say things pretty. Like nobody's ever mad at Roke for anything ever.
Yeah, he just like disappeared. We thought he was dead, and all of a sudden he's like, "Hey guys, I'm back.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
saw Hunger Games alone."
Right. Maybe he painted himself like PETA and hid in the ground. I mean, he is an artist, right?
No, instead Mustang just hid under some leaves.
Hang on, yeah.
Yeah.
See, I actually cared when Peter got stabbed, though. There's a
That's
difference.
because PETA's like a little soft baby.
He's like a ball of dough, if you would.
Yeah.
Oh,
Exactly.
I mean, it's not that important.
It is important. I'm gonna find it.
You're like swole.
what are you looking for?
What happened to Antonia? You know, I could just,
Oops, and I was like,
Google it.
and
Yeah,
I was just looking at
Yeah.
it. Pull my shirt up because it's way up here today. What's going on?
What happened?
Whatever. You guys are right. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll find it as soon as like this ends and everything, and they'll be like, damn it.
I butchered the fuck out of her name.
Like, bottom line for me is that there were too many expendable characters. There were too many characters that were underdeveloped and then let go as if you should have cared about them. And then there were only a couple of characters that were well developed enough to care about. And
The main character I had no emotion for.
I didn't care about him at all.
Like, I
be
didn't
honest.
care if he died. I didn't care if he avenged Io. I didn't care if he became a gold and stayed a gold.
Yeah. I mean, avenging Io was the only thing I wanted him to do because that seemed to, like, it was his
Why?
whole purpose and he just dropped it. And so I was like, why
Oh.
don't you go with that thing that happened in the beginning of the story that's supposed to be the catalyst for everything?
No, on a side note, Antonia is still alive. She does actually show up in book 3.
All right.
Yeah, I thought they had her like strung up on the top of Mars's castle.
I think they did, but I don't think she was dead. I don't remember her dying.
Right, like they just had her like crucifix style, like
Yeah.
Yeah, some Chris Angel shit going on up there. Oh, I'm not dead yet, Darrow.
Was
Okay, hey, one more thing. How come Darrow lost his, what was that, the Primus status? He didn't die.
Yeah, I don't know. I wondered that same thing. Like, they know that he's alive somewhere out there.
See, and I was just like, all of a sudden, like, did Cassius just magically get, like, more bars of merit or whatever the fuck they were trying to get for stabbing Darrow? Like, I just...
Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah, you get merit for betraying your Primus. Yeah, that's a great system.
And then they still, like, to fault them, they still didn't give him any of the things that he was supposed to have earned for earning Primus.
He got the rupees. I mean,
Kinda the same
He got the drugs after he went back to
A
Flitchner.
laurel or whatever. Like, he was...
Yeah, the laurels.
They just gave it away because he's not supposed to win.
Like, I was like, oh, okay, that's cool.
Without giving any more away, Fitchner wanted him to win, being from House Mars.
No, I know that. But it was like he still had to go up to Flitchner and be like, hey, you never gave me my reward. Give me some drugs for Mustang. And then he was all like, oh, hey, I guess you're right. Here.
Hey, man, he's moving.
Hey,
Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
those stealth cloaks are like the shittiest thing ever, because how many times do they pick those guys up that are just around?
Right.
Like, Darrow can like constantly knows, oh, Fitchner's over there. I see
Right.
him over there. Oh, Apollo's above us. Oh, there's a bunch of Proctors around. It's like,
The medic bots and everything.
what medic bots? I'm convinced there was
The
only like 2 of
Medbots,
them.
yeah, like so that's the same thing as the Hunger Games. It just flies down in a little like drone guy and gives you what you need.
Yeah, tries to heal you. No,
the
but
shittiest doctors ever, though.
I'm not going to lie. Have you guys seen Super Jail?
Nope.
Because I totally
Oh
pictured...
my god. Stop comparing the things that nobody's seen.
I don't know what they've seen. I definitely thought of the robot thing from that as the little medic bots.
I can't believe you right now.
Why?
I feel like it's kind of like Claptrap, but it can fly.
Oh, you know what?
That's
was
all I,
just
I
thinking
picture it
about
from Star
Claptrap.
Wars, those stupid medic things.
I'm sorry, Lila, what did you say?
I said I was just thinking about Claptrap.
I love Claptrap.
That's what she... Oh, wow, that is terrible. Oh, ow.
Oh, damn it.
Never mind, it won't work.
Okay.
White balances are all off.
What were you trying to show us?
I was Jailbot.
Jailbot from Super Jail.
Because she's not entirely wrong now that I actually look at it.
I win! Okay, so overall rating of this book, what do we think we should give it?
2. Solid 2.
I agree, too.
A solid 2?
I still say 3 because I did go on to want to read the second book. I stopped, but still, I wanted to know more, I guess. What about you?
I would say 3.
I was gonna say I was leaning a little bit towards like 2.5 or 3.
All right, so let's do 2.5. I feel that's fair.
2.5 is fair.
Hold
Like
on.
I'll go through and actually do a review of all of our feelings and everything for this book and upload it to our group page and everything.
Well, hang on, if I lower my star count, does the average go down?
I
I
mean,
had
you
no
know how
qualms
that
about giving it 1 star.
No. So we'll leave it at like 2.5.
Considering I gave Lord of the Flies like 5 stars.
Lord of the Flies is the best.
It was the best. We had to read that, and I actually didn't mind reading it in school.
Yeah, we read it in Miss Bates' class.
Exactly.
I never read it.
She
What?
never read it.
Oh,
She
you
went to
didn't
elementary
read
school
it.
and
How
never.
did you not read it?
I've never read it. It was never forced in school.
Yes, it was. We all had to
You
read
never
it.
read it either.
What?
Yeah, see?
Who? What?
Lord of the Flies.
I never read it.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't read it. It
I
blows
read
me
it.
away.
You have to read it.
It's
I mean,
good.
I'm going to read it, but I never had to read it for school, and
Oh my gosh, I really loved that one, and I loved dissecting it. Like, we had a really thorough dissection because Miss Bate is kind of a Nazi about things.
Kind of?
I'm really happy about it.
She was one step away from screaming Hail Hitler.
Yeah, she was very serious about a lot of things. My dad had her, and he was like, yeah, she used to be super fat. She ate Oreos all the time.
okay.
And she used to keep, like, a bunch of, like, she had a drawer specifically for, like, packages of Oreos.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
okay with that.
That's too many Oreos.
No, I am okay with that.
Yeah, I feel like a drawer for
Yeah.
snacks in general is fine.
Here, I'll grab it.
Give me this.
So would you stop
Mine.
ripping it?
Oh, I'm running the show now. All right.
Oh. What? Bye, Aaron.
Erin just left. She just quit.
Why?
She's done.
She doesn't like that we're rating it so low.
Aww.
Shut up, Erin. I'm in charge now.
Anywho's.
Oh, here, you want your headphone back? Here.
This is the left one. I need
Oh, my
your
God.
other
Here. Just cram it in.
one. Okay. So, with our first book out of the way and everything, Kevin is the
Winner.
winner of the second book that we are going through.
Confusing.
So I will let him introduce this book and kind of.
You can't just throw me in the spotlight. I don't do good.
You
in
work well under
situations where
pressure.
Oh, you love it.
I do.
He does.
I gotta adjust the fuck out of this camera. We are reading next the Summoner series by.
Karen Matharo.
Yeah, I got the first. We're reading it by Taryn, and it's called The Novice, book 1 out of 3.
We're only reading the first
We're
one
only reading
first.
the
If
first
we
one.
decide that we like it, we'll potentially go on to read the second.
Don't worry, you'll all like it. We'll go on to the second.
All right, I have the
Yes.
PDF already on my phone, so.
So, how far are you? It's so good.
I haven't started, but I
Why
just.
not?
Because I was
You're
trying
gonna get really upset. Why?
to read.
Listen, I read slow. I read this book in like 3 days. Like.
No,
not
you
even-
read
Wow.
both of them in like less than a week. You read 1 and 2 in less than a
I
week.
know. I powered through it. They're really good.
I'm excited. I hope that it is really good.
It's.
I started it yesterday, and I only read it for like an hour and a half or 2 hours, and I'm 30% through.
Side note.
Like, it's really good.
The author, Mr. Taryn. I don't want to
Is
butcher
it a guy or a girl? I thought
It's a dude.
Taryn was
It's a gentleman.
He actually liked my review of it, and my reviews are terrible. So.
That's cool. Oh my
Really?
God, Aaron, you had that one.
I was going to say, speaking of Goodreads, guys, I totally had
just steal my
Todd
thunder.
Travis. I did. Todd Travis, the author of Creatures of Appetite, which was
So good.
something that I read and I really, really loved. I wound up getting it for free on Amazon.
Nice.
I loved his book, and he friend requested me yesterday on Goodreads, so we are now Goodreads friends.
Nice.
Fantastic.
So not only am I friends with Will Wheaton, who friend requested me as well.
What?
Yes, yeah, I know, right?
Oh
I
my
am
God.
also friends with Todd Travis, so hopefully he sees this and he realizes how much I love his book, and like you guys all have to read it. It is phenomenal. I loved the character development. I loved everything about it. I cannot wait to read the second one, and I will be totally putting a review out for that as well.
Armrest.
So yes, Goodreads authors, yay!
Yay. Does everybody have their picks for the next like drawing or whatever?
You and Lila are the only ones that are doing your picks because you guys are the only ones that we haven't.
Battle Royale!
Okay.
So we want you guys to be able to have a book chosen, and then afterwards we'll go back through. It'll be Battle Royale again.
Battle Royale.
Battle Royale.
I said that for
Thank
you, Lila.
Somebody did get that right. So, what were your guys' choices for the next after?
I don't know. I can't decide. It's hard.
That's okay. You
Yeah.
guys still have time.
No, you
So
Okay.
yes, you
Okay.
I want to read so many books. It's the worst.
I'm pretty
I know.
sure Kevin knows what one of the books that I'm going to recommend.
I quit! I'm out!
Wait, what? What is it?
Whoa by Hugh Howey.
Why is Kevin mad about that?
Because he tried starting it before and found it incredibly not his
It
style.
wasn't for me. It's not that they were bad or that it's bad. Like I just, at the time, I couldn't get into it. I will try it again if it's a choice.
You will read it if it's a choice.
Oh.
That being said,
So no veto powers, I guess.
no, not for him.
No, like that's the one thing. She's like, yeah, you can't veto.
Yeah, you can't, because that's Lila's like one choice that she really, really wants. So no,
Are you
that
sure that's your one choice, Lila? You sure you don't want it to be anything else?
I have another one on game in mind, so
now
we'll
this
save Will.
Are we all putting 2 choices in again, or are we
yeah,
putting...
you guys are both putting 2 in.
Okay, we're
I mean, unless you want it to be that same book, I mean, you can put that book in twice if you want.
Oh no, now we're gonna have to read Wolf.
I was looking at Lila's expression, sorry. Now, this question goes out to Lila and Christine. I know that we want to try and do the newest Harry Potter book.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, I still haven't cracked it because I really want to give it my undivided attention, and I'm reading Black City right now as well, so...
yeah, no, I haven't gotten a chance to start it yet either, but this is something that I'm really serious about.
I finished it, and I have
about everything
opinions.
that is Harry Potter, so...
Okay, like, are we dressing up for this video? Because I feel like this
Whoa.
is what happened.
But we don't
know.
Costumes.
Okay.
What?
Nothing.
I will wear my Slytherin cardigan and my beautiful Slytherin bow, and
I mean, my character highly depends on what color my hair is at that point in time.
that's fine.
She got
I'm totally cool with that.
No, Luna's hair was like silver, wasn't it?
It's like
Or
blonde.
white?
It's like white
Yeah,
blonde.
Luna's was platinum. But also, so was Lucius.
Yeah.
Yay!
Fucking Slytherins.
You shut your mouth, you dirty
And part
Gryffindor.
of Narcissa's hair was platinum. Not all of it. She just had that one gray streak.
Who did?
Narcissa.
Oh yeah.
Was that?
I've got a great
Everything goes to Harry Potter.
Lucius's. It's Draco's mom and dad.
I don't
Yep.
know.
All of the
Uh,
blondes are related except Luna.
I will dress up like a random Ravenclaw if I have to.
I honestly think that, like, between the 4 of us, we have all 4 houses covered. Because we've got
we do.
my Slytherin and
Actually-
Kevin's Gryffindor.
No Hufflepuff.
Ah,
I thought Christine was Hufflepuff.
No, she's
No.
Slytherin.
I would say Gryffindor. Judge me, I don't care.
I thought you tested as Slytherin though.
Oh yeah, no, I did test as Slytherin. That's right, I did. Good point.
hey, don't.
Good.
See,
Don't
I'm
do
not
that.
as good of
That's
a
the new
person
one.
as I think I
What
am,
doing?
baby.
There's the new Hogwarts houses test out.
Oh, yeah. And before that video, we all have to take the new Hogwarts house test. Because,
Yeah.
you know, clearly this is information we need to know.
Okay.
Wait,
Okay.
I thought we did that. Christine
No,
and
there's
I.
the American houses now.
Yeah, there's the American
What?
ones for, like, Fantastical Beasts and where to find
Yeah,
them.
you can be in House Trump, House Obama, House Clinton,
Oh,
So,
House Third Party. I couldn't think of another one.
House Green Party.
thank you guys for doing this video with me and
You're
Kevin.
Oh,
Thank
yeah,
you.
Thanks.
Yeah. I'm pretty happy about it.
I'm very thankful for all of your guys' input and information, everything like that. We will be doing this next one as soon as all of us finish the novice. So definitely finish that, Christine, because it's really good so far. I'm really enjoying it.
Oh.
There's a lot of things I'd like to discuss.
Hang on, Lila, how far are you in the novice? Did you finish it?
No, I still have to buy it, but I'm sure it'll go quickly for me because
Yeah.
I binge read.
It's so good.
Like I said, I'm only like an hour and a half or 2 hours in, and I'm already like 30% through it.
It's really
Like
good, though.
it's gone really quickly, and it's very,
There's-
very good and easy to read.
There's more character development in like 2 pages than he had in the
Yeah.
entirety of Red Rising.
Like by page 2, I already knew who I hated and wanted to die.
Oh.
Okay, we can't talk about this one yet.
Okay, I'm sorry. But I will make sure that I get in contact with you guys for the next video and everything. But in the meantime, remember, it is okay to be book curious. Have a wonderful day.
That was terrible.
Ah!
Lila liked it.